Probably the bigger answer is we just started this program about 8 years ago. So started with hanging posters around campus and not having a single horse. So, but that's a much longer story. But once we got the ponies in place and had the ability to travel and play other teams, the preparation for the tournament. In fact, this team that we have here this year competed 2 years ago in the Nationals, and we lost by a single goal in the semifinals, and that team went on and won the championship. So it's really those kind of experiences during the year and playing in the tournament that really developed so much enthusiasm with the young players of how much fun it is and the goals that they'd like to achieve. And once that starts to develop in the camaraderie amongst the players, with the women's and men's teams, then it gets much easier because they have that passion and want to give more to be able to reach those pinnacles. And during our season, we pretty much focus. We have a fall season that's more just having a little bit of fun and getting the skills in place, doing some drills, but more about chuckers than the riding. But then as we get into tournament season, we call that kind of the end of January through April for the intercollegiates. We take a much more serious focus. We do a lot of video. We love to really analyze the games and see not only how the other team is performing, but how we are. So it helps us kind of identify our weaknesses so we can then build a program in our lessons and chuckers to attack those weaknesses and build strength in the team, both on an individual level and a team level. And I think the video is just such a wonderful tool. And then we customize drills to attack those weaknesses, and then we also kind of look at the other teams and see what their weaknesses and strengths are and try to come up with a strategy as we prepare for the tournaments. As you know, the games for the season, they do mean something for seeding, but really my focus has always been trying to get as many people playing as possible. So during the season games, we usually don't wind up with much of a season record. That maybe hurt us a little bit, may hurt us in our seeding, but I think it really helps us with the program. And then when we get to tournament, we narrow it down to more of a focus of trying to go for the championship. And the guys, both our teams have done great. We've won several regional championships, but this is our first time at the national finals. We made the quarterfinals, so this is the furthest we've gone through, and it's kind of cool. The team we're playing, the Roger Williams, neither one of us have won a national championship, so somebody's going to get a first. They're both great teams. I hope it's ours. Obviously, I have that slant, and Roger Williams also a very impressive squad as well. I think recruiting in any sport is probably far more professional than we are in polo, but we're trailing and we're trying to catch up to speed. But we certainly have the models out there that show us what we should be doing. And so when you have the luxury, like a couple of years ago, the Scholastic Nationals were in were ERG in Texas. And so I got down there and made that 4-hour drive and to see all the teams that were there at the Nationals and the high school. The other thing that's actually worked pretty well for me is I've been coaching in the Knights program, and those are all the best outdoor high school players around the country. So it's always they've had me coaching the Palm Beach team, but I get to mingle with all of those young talented players. So that's helped a lot. So I think both venues is when you have the opportunity to go there and see the scholastic competitions, and the middle school now, same thing. The sooner you can start building some rapport and relationship with those young players, and they're far more savvy than I am as far as getting on the internet and looking at the various resources to find out what programs are doing what. So I think if you make the contact with them, they'll be kind of checking you out through the years, and you'll check them out through the years as well, and it's a win-win.